What's going on, folks? Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Talk. Got to show the ladies some love. Just got finished watching South Carolina beat LSU Tigers in LSU. Great game for 3 quarters. LSU was in their business. Had a 12-point lead early in the game. South Carolina just battled back, and for late in the third quarter, South Carolina, they couldn't buy a bucket. And then it flipped. South Carolina put the lockdown, and LSU, they just kept missing. But South Carolina couldn't extend the lead much. So it was a great game. These two teams will definitely meet each other in March. South Carolina is a good team. The girl Hall, what's her name? She hit a Bree Hall. She hit a three. Oh, she from Dayton. That's an Ohio girl. Go ahead on, girl. She hit a clutch three in the fourth quarter that I believe put South Carolina up by 3. So it was they had some clutch shots, but in the first half, South Carolina's shot selection was god awful. It was garbage. They came down the floor a couple times, like 2-3 times. As soon as they got past half court, they made one pass. The ball never touched the floor, and then they fired it up from 3. And it was like, what are they doing? And just finally in the second half, they settled down, came back out. They cut the lead to 5 going into halftime. They had a couple good plays on defense, cut the lead to 5. Then they came out, battled back, and tied it up, and then took the lead going into the fourth quarter. And then they went back and forth a little bit, but LSU couldn't hold the lead, man. But I tell you what, if that girl Cardosa, the real tall 6'7" girl, Camila Cardosa. Oh, she's from Brazil. I didn't realize that. But if they ever work on that girl's feet, she'll be dangerous. She already got the height and the size, but it's very strange. She's on the blocks and she's taking those big long stride steps, and her feet are very slow. And she has a habit of, she'll be down on the blocks and she'll turn inside, like towards the out of bounds line or underneath the basket, instead of turning to the outside and going up and either taking it right to the hoop or just bouncing it off the glass. So that's a weird thing that she did that like 2-3 times where she got the ball on the blocks and then turned inside. So, and then got herself out of position. It was like her spatial awareness was all whacked out. But she came through with some rebounds. It was a stretch where her and Angel Reese were going at it. Like Cardosa blocked Reese, then Reese blocked Cardosa, and they each got 2 blocks on each other. So good defensive battle. But if that girl ever gets her feet together, she will be absolutely dangerous. So the chick from LSU, Van Lith, that girl, I compare her to Cooper Kupp. The only thing she does is be where she's supposed to be. She hit a clutch 3 down the stretch, but and ended up having a costly turnover. So, going back and forth, but those two teams will definitely be in it. I can see why Dawn Staley is still undefeated. 18-0, 6-0 in the conference, and they were battling. It was not an easy game. I gotta look at the rankings again. Who's above LSU? Because that was a tight game by LSU. So LSU was 18-3, 5-2 in the conference, and then you still got Iowa out there somewhere. So it's getting down to clutch time, and we already almost in February. It's January 25th already. We already got a month out of the way. So it's going to get a little bit tighter for NCAA women's basketball, and it's going to be some good games. Dawn Staley has got her team together. I'm pulling for Dawn Staley, being up here in the Philadelphia area, watching her when she was at Temple. So got love for that. LSU was still doing their thing. Iowa still doing their thing. So it's a lot of good teams, and the women's game is just fun to watch. So lots of love to this game. This was an awesome game to watch. South Carolina goes down to LSU, comes out with the win, 76-70. Great game.